Dublin get the victory at Wexford, Chadwick's Park, or Chadwick's Wexford Park, whatever you want to call it. A huge win for Dublin. Make no mistake about it. Gets in. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Huge win there. A point victory in the end for Dublin away at Wexford. And look, that was very, very close, wasn't it? Going down the home stretch. I mean, Wexford obviously missing that penalty from Mark Fanning. You obviously had Cian O'Callaghan getting sent off as well. It really, really could have went either way. And even in those final couple of seconds, if Wexford had came out with the ball, they might have maybe worked a scoring chance, but you'd Liam Ryan who got that last-ditch block in there as well. Wexford give away possession sloppily right at the death as well. Wexford really could have came out with that with a draw. They could have even won the game as well if they had have been more consistent. Far too many wides in the game from a Wexford point of view, just like the Galway game last week. And look, from a Dublin perspective, it's a huge win because, it gives Dublin now a huge chance of getting out of the Leinster round robin. Wexford don't have any more home games left. And obviously have to go away to Galway. Dublin have to go away to Galway as well. But, Dublin go 3 points clear of Wexford now. And let's be honest, it will be between Dublin, Wexford, Galway, Kilkenny for those top 3 places. So a massive win. Make no mistake about it. And, look, it really could have went either way. This game, Wexford were, for me, just very sloppy in front of goal, like 25 shots from play, just 9 scored in total, 36% accuracy in front of goal, just very, very poor from a Wexford point of view, in front of goal. Like, they were just far too sloppy. Rory O'Connor done a lot of great work. He was the man who was kind of leading this Wexford charge sort of in the first half. Dublin struggled really. I think was I can't remember off the top of my head now. I think it was Cian O'Callaghan actually was marking him in the first half. Owen O'Donnell went on to him in the second half and definitely done a much better job then. And he was causing all sorts of problems for Dublin. You could see Dublin at times going short from their own puck outs. Wexford conceding the short puck out as well, which was a little bit surprising. But at the same time, Dublin may be struggling to get that direct ball into Ronan Hayes. They were struggling to get him involved. But I think what Dublin done well was they were just more clinical in front of goal. They took far more opportunities. And I think the stats really tell the story of this game. 27 shots from play from Dublin, 16 scored, 59% accuracy. Like, Dublin just far more effective in front of goal in those close chances. And that was really what made the big difference in the end. Donnacha Ryan was absolutely sensational from a Dublin perspective. I thought he had a very, very impressive game indeed. And look, it was probably one of those games, if Wexford had took those chances, they obviously get a big Conor McDonald chance right at the end of the first half as well, after a great bit of work from Rory O'Connor on the right-hand side, plays it into Conor McDonald, just goes wide. Like, Wexford had the opportunities, obviously the penalty as well, which I don't think was a penalty. I'm not just saying that being a biased Dublin fan. I don't think it was. I thought it was very, very soft. Just didn't really see much in it at all. Didn't see it as a penalty, so I suppose the right outcome there. In terms of Cian O'Callaghan's red card, look, I don't really think there can be too many complaints. I don't think the challenge itself warranted a second yellow, but he was due one, wasn't he? Because he'd committed a couple of fouls previously up until that point, so it probably was the right decision in the end. And Wexford just not quite at it in front of goal. Like, when Lee Chin came off the bench, he had to miss a couple before he started scoring. They just weren't as effective enough. And just looking at their starting forwards in general, like Rory O'Connor with 5 points, Conor McDonald, with a point in there as well. But other than that, they just didn't really get enough from their forwards. Just not enough opportunities converted in there. They seem to have to work harder for their scores than Dublin did, in my opinion. And I think that was one of the main sort of facets in this game. And look, from Dublin, obviously Donald Burke was absolutely incredible. Excellent again, 12 points in the game. He was absolutely outstanding. Ronan Hayes dropped a lot deeper in the second half and started picking up the ball in pockets of space that, was causing a lot of problems. He was getting on the ball, picking out a couple of players as well in key areas, and he certainly made a big impact. Chris Crummey was brilliant. Donnacha Ryan, as I said, was brilliant from a Dublin perspective. I thought he done very, very well. Fergal Whiteley was impressive. So just a huge, huge win from a Dublin point of view. And it really does put Dublin now in a fantastic position to get out of the Leinster round robin. And from a Wexford point of view, like you had that great run obviously towards the end, but even after, Cian O'Callaghan's red card, like you just 1 point after that, up until Jeremy O'Keefe's point on the 64th minute, could Wexford have done a little bit better? Like Dublin, hit three points after the red card. Could Wexford have maybe take more advantage of Dublin at that stage? Maybe they could have. But look, as I said, this was a game that really could have went either way, going down that home stretch. Wexford, a break of the ball, a bit more luck, and they might have had an opportunity there to draw the game level. But in the end, I do think Dublin were a slightly better team. Rian McBride hit 2 wonderful points in the second half as well, both of them back to back, and that gave Dublin a bit of a lead. And when Dublin, I felt like we were managing that lead very, very well. We had a 3-point lead at half time. That every time Wexford came back with a score, we'd go down the other end and get a score. The 3-point lead then became a 4-point lead. We then built it up to a 6-point lead, and we just managed that lead really, really well. And I think that was the big difference from a Dublin perspective in the end to get the victory. And Wexford probably just left themselves with a bit too much to do. And as I said, the big sort of difference in this game was those missed opportunities from Wexford, just far too sloppy in front of goal, and just far too, their accuracy just wasn't quite there, as opposed to Dublin, who were a lot better. Just running through some scores on the day. So looking at it from a Dublin perspective, Donald Burke with 12 points, Ronan Hayes, Conor Burke, Rian McBride and Fergal Whiteley all getting 2 points. Owen O'Donnell, Donncha Ryan, Aidan Mella and Chris Crummy getting on the score sheet there from a Dublin point of view. And for Wexford, 7 points from Lee Chin, 5 for Rory O'Connor, 3 for both Mark Fanning and Damien Reck, and Conal Flood, Liam McGovern, Conor McDonald, Simon Donoghue and Jeremy O'Keefe getting on the score sheet there as well. In total, you had 25 wides for Wexford, whereas you had 15 wides for Dublin. So, as I said there, that inaccuracy in front of goal coming back to haunt Wexford once again. And Dublin marching on. Look, Wexford aren't certainly out of it, but they will be looking at Dublin to slip up somewhere, and Wexford will be needing, probably a result in Kilkenny, and that's going to be very, very tough for Wexford. Although the record against Kilkenny hasn't been too bad in recent years. They took them to extra time last year, could have won that game, obviously beat them in 2019 in the Leinster final. So look, you definitely can't discount them. But certainly Dublin will have the advantage now going into those final 3 matches. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below in the game. Man of the match for me, Donncha Ryan of Dublin, as I said, was brilliant. His ball carrying was fantastic. Running into those spaces, just causing all sorts of havoc, really, and got a couple of brilliant blocks in at different stages in the game. Owen O'Donnell, I thought, although, it was very tough marking Rory O'Connor, I thought, Dublin's defence generally held up very, very well in this game. And with a bit of luck in the end with the fact that, Conor McDonald misses that chance. Mark Fanning obviously misses the penalty. And Sean Brennan, look, you have to give him a lot of credit for that save. That was a brilliant, brilliant save. And it came at a crucial point in the game as well, because I think Wexford would have went on to win the game had that have gone in the net. But subscribe if you're new to the channel, smash the like button, and I'll see you